As long as Nigerian federal government keeps on borrowing without looking at the repercussion and the impact of that borrowing from International Monetary Fund, our economy is far from recovering because those borrowing have a huge impact on our economy because there are some conditions that are attached to them that our politicians don't care to even read the clauses. The only thing there that matters to them is now to collect the money. It's not even that they're going to use the money to develop or boost the economy. At the end of the day, they will still borrow the money, share the money among themselves. Nigeria keeps suffering. That's why the economy is getting from bad to worst. This is your first time on my page. Do subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on other social media networks for regular updates. It is no longer news that Nigerian federal government led by Bola Ahmed Tinubu just borrowed 2.5 billion US dollars from IMF. Not quite long. Now here is the thing. Our external and domestic debts now stood at $121.67 trillion. That is how much Nigeria is owing as of today. This $2.5 billion that we just collected, were to pay that money back with 1% interest rate, that loan will be paid in 40 years' time. We'll start paying this loan after 10 years. That's when it will be due for us to start paying. The loan will have to be paid back in Western currency. And of course, you know that Naira is losing value on yearly basis, meaning that this loan is going to cost us tens of billion dollars to pay back within a decade. From economic sense, effective interest rate will be 1% plus the depreciation of Naira to a dollar. From 29th of May 2023, when our president assumed office, Naira has depreciated up to 50% since that time till now, meaning the interest rate will be 51% if Naira continue to depreciate against dollar. Now, don't forget that this payment don't start until 2034. That's in 10 years' time. That's when Nigeria will start paying this money. Now, if Naira continues to drop in value against dollar, here is the thing. This is the problem. This is where we're going to have issue. By 2034, when this loan will be due to pay back, if the Naira depreciation is up to 10%, which may be tough by 2034, the principal IMF loan will grow from $2.5 billion to $7.1 billion in 2034. The payment will now be equivalent to $1 billion annually and continues like that until 40 years. Do the mathematics. That means before 40 years, Nigeria would have owned International Monetary Fund up to a tune of 30 trillion US dollars. $2.5 billion today to pay $30 billion in 2064. The worst part is that we have to keep our large portion of money in foreign reserve, meaning that Nigeria will no longer have all our resources at our disposal to inject into our economy. So what that means is that the hardship and inflation will continue even up to 40 years. It's just there's no two ways about it. Because the money, both the internal generated revenue or whatever we are making from the crude or whatever anywhere that we are having any source of income, that money, a good amount of that money or a good percentage of that money goes to foreign reserve untouched, meaning that the little one that is left, that's what whoever that is in government will be using to run the government until we're able to offset the bill. The reason why I choose to make this video, because a lot of you don't even know what is going on. We're talking about fuel hike. Like, this is about 4 times that pump price have increased since the administration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, which gives rise to practically everything. Foodstuff has increased drastically. Transport has increased drastically. House rent has increased. Everything, every essential commodities, everything has increased. And Nigerian workers, Nigerian government, both private sector have refused to increase the salary of their staffs. So where do we go from here? Do you think that this government have any reason to keep borrowing after the ones that former administration borrowed? Fasten your seatbelt because I've not seen nothing yet. My name remains Noelakam Jr. This is your first time on my page. Do subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on other social media networks for regular updates.